Mr. Alvarez, and that would be, is the city doing, sorry, you'll get your turn. Is the city doing what it should to promote equity in services?
To promote equity?
Equity.
Yes, and then the question followed by that, could they do more? Could they do better? Absolutely. And I drew a number there, right? The median income on the west side is over $73,000 per year. $55,000 on the east side. That's data that anyone could look up. So that's a margin of over $18,000 in median household incomes. Why? Why? Because most business that I've witnessed here since living here in the 96, I've lived on the east side, I have to travel on afar to the west side to do what I want to do, whether it be entertainment, business, school, what have you. Everything, past practice has taught us that many things are on the west side. So if we're going to improve equity, let's make sure, in relation to even measure and other projects, are distributed equally throughout the entire city. Now you're working as a city. Now you're saying Palmdale cares. Because you're saying, let's include all of us. Inclusiveness, equity, for the people who need it most, right? And data will show you that the east side reflects that. And we want to make sure we narrow the gap on the businesses that need it most in the city parts that need it most, and that is the east side. My district, over 17,000 people live there.
Welcome to the Champions Playbook business consulting firm, where we specialize in multiplying your business sales with our business growth habits and business partnership development. If you are not using business partnerships to grow your business sales, then you are missing out on thousands of dollars every week. Join our free newsletter, Winners Business Partnerships. We will show you how businesses are using partnerships to grow and scale their business, sales, and how you can too. We also have an exclusive business community, the Secret Sales Growth Club Silver. This is an exclusive club that provides you with access to businesses and entrepreneurs that you can partner with to multiply your business sales. You will also get extras like exclusive Silver Club only interviews, weekly sales training, access to exclusive Silver member only events. Just go to thechampionsplaybook.tcp.com to sign up for the newsletter and the Secret Sales Growth Club Silver at the top and bottom of our homepage. We look forward to helping you multiply the sales of your business.
We want to give a part of that equity to invest into that area. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Please,
I had a conversation with a young man the other day, 19 years old. He actually stopped over to help me put up one of my signs. And he said, "What are you about?" And I started telling him a little bit about of what I was about, and I said, but mainly I want to make sure that when you're walking the streets, because that's what he was doing, he was walking in the sidewalk when he approached me. I said, I want you to be safe, I want you to feel safe, and this is how we're going to do it. And then wouldn't you like to see this field looking a certain way? And he said, I've been thinking about that. He said, what I find sad is that it took a big industry like aerospace to come for people to notice who we are and our beauty. He said, Palmdale is so beautiful, but only those that live in it know it. And this came from a 19-year-old boy. And I was blown away by that. Because I agree, I believe that if we paid just a bit more attention to those who, my district, there's 15,200 residents. And beautiful residents, and a lot of them have owned houses here for over 20 years. And they've asked me, if I vote for you, are you going to get that toilet out of my backyard? Because that toilet has decreased the value of my home. And I said, if I have to come and pull that toilet myself, I will. I live off of Sierra and S, where mattresses, toilets, people get dumped. So I see it all the time. And so yes, I agree. We need more attention. We need to bring more value into the entire city of Palmdale.
Thank you.
Same question.
Same question. Is the city doing what it should to promote equity in services?
21 years ago, I would say absolutely not. 21 years later, Palmdale has made tremendous progress. I know what we looked like 21 years ago. We were in trouble on the east side, and I would also say on the west side. 21 years later, with the work that leaders in this community have put together, and it wasn't just elected officials, but it was community activists coming together saying, you know what, we can make a difference in law enforcement, we can make a difference on the east side of Palmdale as well as the west side of Palmdale. And in doing that process, it was a lot of arduous work. When you looked at what Palmdale looked at 21 years ago, you saw racial divide, you saw east side, west side, you saw so much difference in terms of equity. 21 years later, we're not where we want to be, but thank God we're not where we were. We've made tremendous progress, and I commend the city of Palmdale with respect to being able to sit down with community leaders and talk about. When we talk about law enforcement is absolutely necessary. But for the African American, for the Latino, for the person of color who has lived in this city and have been racially profiled, 21 years later, that was a problem, and we had to address it. That was a problem. Has it gotten better now? It's gotten a little bit better, but it's still a lot of work to be done. And I'm glad now that we're sitting down with law enforcement and talking to law enforcement, because we've engaged in a lot of dialogue monologue rather than dialogue. So we're now talking, but we have a lot more work to do. It's good that we now have housing coming on the east side, but we also need some strong businesses on the east side. I'm praying. I'm so hurt we lost Staples. We need Staples back on the east side of Palmdale. I'm tired of having to go to Lancaster and make copies. Can we get Staples back? That's one of my priorities, y'all. When I get in city council, we've got to bring Staples back to the city of Palmdale. Thank you. I'm out.
Thank you. We have a table of economic development in the city of Palmdale. We're over here, so I'm sure they're listening. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Next question, we'll start off with Erica. And crime seems to be on the increase. What specific steps will you take to make Palmdale a safer place to live, work, and raise a family?
Winning plays every day. TCP will show you the way. Accomplish your goals and never fold. Just follow the winning plays that you've been told. The Champions Playbook will help you win, and your success will never end. Winning plays, winning plays.